Well, hello and welcome. So, I want to welcome everyone to my channel. Thank you for joining me, liking, subscribing, sharing, all the buttons. Thank you so much. So, today I thought we would, and I'm being called to the May 5th 5-5 portal. And because this is portal energy, this is pretty timeless message. So take this when it resonates for you. But we are recording it on the 5th of May. So this is going to be tied into 5-5 portal energy. And so all portals bring with them an energy, and some are profound, some are more subtle. So I'm going to start with the Kyle Gray gateway of light activation, just because I felt like this was a really good way to start this portal energy, as one literally flipped out. Yeah, sword of light, divine protection, um, breakthrough energy, cords cut. So right off the bat, big energy. This is going to be a portal, cords cut. People, situations. And I don't feel like these are gonna be chords that you're necessarily surprised. I almost feel like it's gonna be a relief because it's time. It's something that you've known hasn't served you. It hasn't, had reciprocity. It hasn't had a reciprocal energy. There hasn't been a give and take. There hasn't been a balance or a harmony within the relationship or situation, with a person or idea. And so this sort of light is coming in, this 5-5 portal, to say, we're releasing it. Archangel Michael is coming in to help you release it. And so if you just take a nice deep breath and release, ground yourself, feet on the floor, feel those cords coming down through your feet, all the way down through the layers of Mother Gaia, all the way into the hollow earth. Feel your connection. And as you're grounded, as you're feeling very safe and stable, Archangel Michael coming in to release the cords that have been tying you up mentally, emotionally, physically, and energetically, releasing those cords. So for those of you where you have been unable to make a decision, I feel like this sort of light is bringing you clarity. For those of you who've really been in difficult situations and relationships, this is also allowing you to go in the direction that is right for you. So this sort of light is definitely coming in to help you move, help you shift. And so, a powerful start to this reading. So we're going to dig into this. So welcome everyone. I am Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium, master instructor with integrated energy therapy and spiritual life coach. So all of that can be found on my website, melissallwatkins.com. But let's keep going here. I'm going to dig into this with the Angel Tarot by Jane Wallace. And I got 3 right off the bat. The 9 of Wands. Recognition. Yeah, that's why, because it's time for you to be recognized for your talents and your gifts. You know, this is about you being valued. This is about people starting to value you, place value on you, you placing value on yourself. So this 9 of Wands is coming in to help you release whatever is keeping you from being recognized, allowing you to step into your light, allowing you to step into your full potential. This might even be you being recognized and valued by people around you in a way that maybe you have not been valued or recognized before. So I do feel like this energy is really kind of exposing you, is what I'm hearing. Exposing you in a way that is allowing people to see you also clearly. So where you're getting clarity about people in your life, people around you are also getting clarity about you. And for many of them, they're starting to really recognize that you are valuable. And this is going to allow you to release any drama, any lower frequencies, um, and be recognized by people who understand that you're not going to allow them to continue to take advantage of you, take advantage of your kindness, take advantage of your willingness to help. This really is making me feel like you are just really cutting away, cutting out anybody who is manipulating you, lying to you, cheating on you, just any of those lower frequencies. It's like you're done. You see it, you can't unsee it, you don't want to unsee it, you're ready to move on. Because this is about a new offer coming in for you. It's a new offer of love. So whether that's supportive love in the workplace where people are valuing you for who you are, if this is romantic love for some of you stepping into um, a new cycle of relationship. And for some of you that have been single for a long time, or you've been in a really bad situation for a long time, this love will be very different. Again, you'll be valued, there'll be harmony. And so this may feel uncomfortable because you're waiting for that revelation of what you're used to, right? You're used to the manipulation, you're used to the um, deceit, deception, betrayal, right? And I feel like that is what this 5-5 energy is revealing to you and to the people around you. And so it's going to allow you to move forward. It's going to allow you to just walk away. No drama, no need to explain, no need to excuse, just simply done. Yeah, because you're taking the leadership in your own life. You're not waiting for permission. You're not waiting for permission to anybody to say, it's okay to move forward. It's okay to go. This is about you really embracing some divine masculine energy, whether this is something you're comfortable with or not. But I feel like that's what this 5-5 portal is helping you step into. This role in your life where you are taking leadership, you are taking accountability, and you are moving away from the negative. For some of you, you're totally changing jobs. You're walking away from a job. You're walking away from and I say job because it's not something that's fulfilling you. It's something literally you just have to go and do. Um, and you're kind of over it. You're kind of over it. And the next card out was because it's time for you to come into blessings. That's what this 5-5 portal is bringing you. The ability to come into blessings, the ability to receive blessings, the ability for the blessings to drop into your experience. And so for some of you, this is a most compatible soulmate situation. For some of you, this is a very harmonious cycle where people in situations are going to feel like it is, it's a partnership. It's a true partnership. So the blessings can drop in. So yes, you may feel sensitive in this energy. The Queen of Cups coming in to allow you to step into your divine feminine energy of receptivity. And so the divine feminine and the divine masculine coming through. So for some of you, again, this is romantic love. This is partnership. This is mentorship. This is partnership in business. This is harmony. Your soul being filled. Really coming into balance in a relationship. So yeah, take this how this resonates for you, because some of you, this is truly going to be a romantic partnership. And it's going to be supportive and it's going to bring you comfort. And I got to take the last one. Yeah, angel of success. So yes, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yes. So for some of you, this is also bringing you safety and stability in your root chakra. This is bringing you comfort. This is bringing you support. So money dropping in, money becoming abundant. Look at this abundance, lots of abundance in the financial, in the root chakra of safety and stability. So this 5-5 portal is allowing you, is building and putting in place the supports to a foundation that you need as you move forward in the cycle, because it is time for you to come into success. And you can't do that if you're on that old shaky platform, if you're in that old shaky relationship, if you're in that old shaky business, or unsupportive situation, unsupportive energy. And so, yes, success is coming through this 5-5 portal for you. And however this is resonating in your life, but it's because it's bringing in what you need to build the foundation for the relationships and the partnerships and the mentorships. And, what I'm kind of picking up here is, for all of you, for a long time now, you've been doing work, whether you've been doing internal work by yourself, or you've been doing internal and external work to um, release the past, right? Move away from situations, remove yourself from relationships, um, romantic relationships, long-standing marriages, long-standing companies where, you were the senior person on the team, or you were the one that everybody counted on because you'd been there for so long. Like, there's some huge shift going on for many of you, where it's taken you out of this old, long-standing paradigm in your life. And because you've done the work to move yourself out of it, you've raised your frequency, you've come into Christ consciousness light, you are loving yourself enough to say no as a complete sentence. You have healed and forgiven the wounds of the past in some way. For some of you, maybe it was in one area of your life. For some of you, maybe you just kind of, broad scoped, the whole life, because the internal work that you did kind of shifted everything in your life, right? So I'm feeling like this 5-5 portal is now bringing you through that and saying, okay, here is the new cycle, the new way, the new relationship, the new focus, the new inspiration, because you're ready. You've done the work, and now we can drop into your experience the right people, the right situations, the right money. Your relationship with money has changed. Maybe you've worked on your money imprint, your lack imprint, and now the money is starting to flow, right? So important in this 5-5 portal for the next month, to not allow any fear to throw you back into that old energy of lack, or undeservedness, or fear in whatever way. And so it's going to be so important that you understand that you are coming through into this new cycle. The world card showing you that you've turned the page. The cycle has turned. You are moving on. And so it's bringing you success, but you're going to have to get comfortable in both parts of whatever this new cycle is bringing. So the leadership, the creativity, the organization, the consistency, the nurturing, the compassion, right? You're gonna have to balance all of this out, and that's what you're being asked to do. But by balancing out as best you can, because we're humans and it's difficult sometimes. But that's how you're gonna get into this place of all of these blessings, being comfortable, money flowing at a regular pace, so that you can start to get comfortable knowing that the money that you spend is going to return to you, that money is energy and it's going to flow, that cycles are always evolving. So as much as maybe you've been on a downturn, you're now coming into an upturn. And even if you're in an upturn and you feel like you're coming into a little bit of a downturn, it'll never be at the level that it ever was. So your downturn might be slight versus a crash, right? So you're never going to do the crashing anymore because vibrationally you're not a match down here anymore, right? You've gotten out of lack, you've gotten out of deservedness, maybe not completely. Maybe you still feel like you're holding some of that imprint, and that's okay because we're like onions. We peeled back layers, and there may be more layers to go. But because you've done the work that you've done, wherever you are on your journey, this message is for you. You have done some work. For some of you, you're just stepping into it, and you're going to start feeling little shifts and little blessings, but those will keep the momentum is building, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So just know that that momentum is building. For some of you, you're starting to really feel big impacts. And again, that might also trigger you because it's too good to be true. This has never happened before. I don't know how to receive this, right? And that's why it's going to be so important for you to not let your sensitivity throw you back into the block, right? Into the block. So really, really important not to do that. So a couple of cards that I pulled the other day that I felt like when I was getting ready for this video that they went with this video was the as above, so below, heaven and earth. So again, getting into balance is going to be so important. So when you feel the fear creeping in, you go into meditation or you go into gratitude, right? Balance that out. Sometimes when I feel like I've got stuff going on, and just before I fall asleep, even if I'm too tired to journal, I'm too tired to meditate, I'm just literally just falling asleep, and I realized I haven't done any gratitude for the day. I literally just keep saying thank you until I feel gratitude in my heart. So it's like, thank you, 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 thank you. And then I go to sleep, right? I've balanced out whatever that negative emotion was or that negative thought pattern was that I was falling back into, right? Because that's what happens. We've got to stay consistent, and we've got to stay in the highest vibrational frequency that we can stay in every moment. And it does take work, and it does take concentration, but if you fall out of it for a couple of minutes, an hour, you get into worry, you get into fear, don't think you've undone everything, right? Just say, okay, I see it. I see that for the last hour on my drive, I literally let myself worry, right? Okay, I gotta flip that, right? So do a practice, right? Whether it's affirmations or the thank you practice I just showed you, whatever it is, to balance out, because as above, so below. So whatever you're feeling on the inside, right? As within, so without is the other piece of that, right? Whatever you're feeling on the inside is what you're manifesting. Your emotions are creating your reality. Your thoughts and your emotions are creating your reality. What are you thinking about? What are you feeling, right? How can I change that very quickly so that I can get back into harmony and back into the vibration of creating what I do want in my life, right? And so the other card that came out to support this is priorities, building blocks for life. Yeah. Are you always having your priorities in the forefront, right? Are you allowing yourself to only think about where you're going, what you're creating, what your goals are, how happy you are of the small achievements you're having in the moment? Are you staying present, right? Are you building the positive, oh, what are they called? When you're doing something over and over, repetitions, right? Are you the new positive cycle in your life? I don't know why this word is escaping me, but we're just gonna let it go. Yeah, so you want to be, anything that's that old story of I don't deserve, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough, right? Are you recognizing you're having those stories? And then are you putting your practices into place to build and create your heaven on earth, right? Your flow of abundance, your flow of prosperity, your flow of synchronicity, right? It's not luck. It feels like luck sometimes, but synchronicity is not luck. Synchronicity is you're in the flow state, right? You're listening to your intuition, you're acting and trusting and acting on the nudges that you're receiving, and then you're taking those steps, right? That is creating the flow state in your life. Those flow states are allowing you to have more and more of those synchronicities, of those inspirations, of those intuitive nudges. And that's what's going on with this 5-5 portal. You're really starting to receive those synchronicities and those inspirations and nudges to get you to the synchronicities. And synchronicities is when you're at the right place at the right time in the right energy because spirit guided you there. And you may not even know why you're there, but you're there. And then the magic happens, right? The right person shows up, the right situation, the right offer, the right opportunity. And that's what I'm feeling with this reading, with all these cards, with all these really wonderful cards of success and blessings and prosperity, right? The universe is helping you to get into that flow state. They're bringing you the inspiration. They're bringing you the people. So this 5-5 portal is opening you up to be able to step into this flow state of synchronicity. But you have to learn how to get into equanimity. And that is how you get into balance, right? Equanimity is balance. It's being in the flow state. So not letting the fear be your guiding force. And when you feel the fear come in, because we're human and we're gonna, right? But you don't let it throw you off. You just say, okay, see this? I recognize it. I'm aware of it. And now I'm going to do something to flip it, right? I'm going to get into a gratitude practice. I'm going to do the thank you practice. I'm going to meditate. And if you've done all of that and you're still feeling that ball of fear in your gut, right? Shut your consciousness down, right? Take a 20-minute nap, take a 20-minute power nap, or do some vigorous exercise, right? Or listen to really loud music, right? Anything that is going to get your brain and that fear flipped off, right? And yeah, that's what this 5-5 portal is doing. It's helping you to get into this state of equanimity so things start flowing into your experience. And so now what I'm going to do is now I want to pull some of the out of the mega deck from Kyle Gray, the Archangels and Ascended Masters. So I want to see who wants to come through, who is with us in this process. I'm actually going to give these a really good shuffle. I don't think I've done that in a while. We might even clear them out. Kind of feeling like I need to clear them out too. All right, so let's give them a little over the candle. All right, now let's give them a good shuffle. Asking our guides, angels, ascended masters, crossed over loved ones, my guides to come in and help us, show us who is with us, wants to help us on this journey, who we can call on to aid us. I got two. Haniel, embraced by love. Yes, you're always loved. You're always loved by the divine, by the angels, by your spirit guides. Let love reach where it has never reached before. Yeah, this is where you're really surrendering to that source love that you're feeling flowing into you, into your heart chakra. And for some of you, again, because of your trauma, there might be some blockage in your heart chakra. So it's really hard for you to feel this love and go, okay, I'm going to accept it. It's more like, ooh, that feels overwhelming. That doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel like it's for me. I'm not good enough to receive it, right? So call on Haniel, Archangel Haniel, to help you receive love in a way that you've never been able to receive love before, and open your heart to love in a way that you've never been able to open your heart before. So this is really trusting. And for some of you who've really been hurt and abused, and love has never been a safe place because you've been emotionally neglected from a very early age, or you've been really traumatized by people who were supposed to love you, right? So this is going to be really hard for you to receive this unconditional love from source or from someone who's trying to come into your experience to help you, right? And my nose is going crazy. So yeah, this is definitely a message for us. So they want you to know, and Archangel Haniel wants you to know that you're not alone as you struggle with opening your heart. Okay, so call on Archangel Haniel to help you heal, unblock, receive the love that is all around you. from your family, from your friends, from source, from your guardian angel, from all of your guides. But I do feel like Haniel is coming in to help you really accept love in the physical. So this is, I feel, really pertains to those of you who are really meeting a most compatible soulmate. And for some of you, I am feeling twin flame energy. So for some of you, this is going to be rocking you back on your heels because it's going to feel so connected. You know, that your twin flame is your mirror. So it's like meeting somebody that you just feel instantly like you understand, you know. Um, and it is going to be a difficult relationship, but it's also going to bring you the most fulfillment, right? And the most growth. So for those of you who really have a blocked and shut down heart chakra, you know, coming in connection with your twin flame is really going to force you to figure out how to trust and how to let go and release the blockages. So this is, for some of you, this is going to be profound work. Profound work. And the other person that wanted to come through, Melchizedek, divine knowledge, higher learning, commit to your vision through study. Yeah, because for some of you, you really are coming into this, this 5-5 portal is bringing you the wisdom codes, the ability to connect into the higher states of wisdom, the knowledge, the experience. Because again, these steps that you're going to be taking after the 5-5 portal, they're taking you into very unknown territory for you because you've never been successful before. You've never been in a place of financial abundance before. You've never been in a place where you could concentrate on other things because your root chakra needs were met. Your housing, your money, survival, right, is met easily. And so now you have the time and the energy to be learning. And that's what Melchizedek's going to help you do. Once you're ready to really start to expand your awareness, your consciousness, your knowledge base, your wisdom, call on Archangel, I'm sorry, not Archangel, but Melchizedek to help you. Melchizedek's about learning, about teaching and learning and embodying new knowledge, not just knowing it, or not just learning it, but knowing it and embodying it and living it. And so, yes, you are also going to be forced out of your comfort zone. Okay. All right, because this is portal energy. Oh, that one came right out, like literally world bridger. You are a multi-dimensional bridge to the spiritual. So yes, this 5-5 portal for some of you will feel like a death and rebirth, or you've been going through a death and rebirth and now you're in the rebirth. That's what this feels like. Like you've been going through a death and rebirth and you are now coming into the rebirth. So when you are rebirthed and you've released, right, the death of everything that didn't work in your life or all the ways in which you believed because that was what you were taught. I feel like this rebirth now is you seeing very clearly what you need to see because the death of the old paradigm is so massive, right? That you being reborn into this new version of yourself is so uncomfortable because you're the bridger from 3D consciousness to 5D consciousness, right? And you have to help others bridge that gap. You're modeling bridging that gap. And for some of you, you're just bringing people along with you because they don't have the fortitude to be able to walk the very, very difficult path you've walked. They don't have the decades to put in to the transformation that you've put in. They don't have the fortitude, the strength, and the connection to be able to trust and act on what you've been able to bridge. So this is your validation that you are coming into, stepping into the rebirth. So yes, things are going to look so different after this 5-5 portal. All right, I think we're going to get some advice, and we'll leave it there. And we got 2. Yeah, and I recently, cut the cord. So yeah, this ties right back to our beginning. This is validation that yes, for some of you, you're cutting cords. You're ready to cut the cord. The cords are being cut for you. And for those of you who really are struggling with, again, a situation, a relationship, a person, call in Archangel Michael to help you cut the cords. But this 5-5 portal, for some of you, it's going to just sever cords that you didn't even recognize you needed severed. It's just that energy can't move through the 5-5 portal. So once it gets to the 5-5 portal, like today, it's just severed. There's no going back for either one of you. There's no going back to that situation ever again. So I feel like this is big confirmation that this 5-5 portal is taking you into this rebirth, this rebirthing, and there's no going back. You can never be that version of yourself again, and you don't want to be. Even though you're afraid of what you're coming into and where you're being brought to, you don't ever want to be that version of yourself again. You don't ever want to be in that depth of despair again, because it is time to now get into balance and get into harmony. So yes, will you be compromising with some people? Absolutely. Will you have to give and take in some areas? Probably. But really what this is more about your internal compromise of leaning more into compassion, less into fear. Recognizing the fear is there, but always coming at everything from a compassionate place. Having equanimity. Surrendering when you can't do anything about something and letting the divine take it from you. Getting into the flow state in synchronicity. And you can only get into that state from this place of equanimity, balance, harmony. And we're human. We're not going to get it perfect. But the more you work to attain it, the bigger the blessings become, the bigger the synchronicities become. And I'm going to leave it there. Wow. Okay. Have a beautiful day, a month, portal. And I'm just sending you so much love and so many blessings. And we'll talk soon.